Hey guys, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 3 of Wedding Things, my wedding series taking you along my wedding planning journey. Today is just gonna be kind of a hodgepodge of things. I really just kind of want to fill you in on where we're at, what we've got going on, and try and knock out some planning things today because you guys, we're 4 months away. In a week. It'll be exactly 4 months from the big day, and I cannot believe it. It snuck up so fast. And so some of the things I want to tackle today are get our Airbnb booked for our honeymoon, which will be directly following our wedding celebration. And then I also need to get our RSVP figured out on our website because I have not done that yet, and I ordered invitations yesterday, so that whole process will be underway here real shortly. So let's get on into it. Okay, so first and foremost, let's catch up. Something I want to say, I had a cold all last week, so I'm sure it is the same for you guys in your area. Cold and flu season is definitely in full swing. So if I sound a little congested, that's why. Dalton says he can't tell, but I'm like, hopefully you're just not used to it at this point. But that is why I'm feeling much better, pretty much non-symptomatic, other than my nose just is still producing quite a bit of snot. Let's be real here. But I've got some tea. It's the passion tea by oh my gosh, Tasso. I'm probably gonna say that wrong. Nonetheless, it's this tea. My parents got it for me in my stocking, and I'm still not through with it yet because I had quite a few little packets, and it's just a fun little way to add a little drink to the mix. So as I mentioned, wedding invites are on their way, so once those come in, best believe we're going to be getting those back out the door and sent to family and friends. But with that means I need to get the RSVP set up here on the website, because once they get that, it's gonna ask them to RSVP, and right now there's nothing for them to RSVP for. I have it turned off because you have to go in and add each guest and their +1 into the website. And as I said in my wedding planning video a couple videos ago, that we are using the knot, and they make it really nice and convenient, but I need to figure out how exactly to go about this so that it doesn't take too long. But even if it does take a minute, that's okay because it needs to get done nonetheless, so that we know who will be able to come celebrate with us. Another update before we get into that is I've been talking with my bestie girl, and it sounds like the bachelorette trip is underway. It's pretty low-key, which I'm 100% here for. It's just also going to be here in Nebraska, staying true to the roots, and we're doing Camp Bachelorette theme. I don't know a whole lot of specifics, but we're definitely going to be fulfilling the vibes. I think we're going to be staying at like a private lake over Memorial Weekend, and I think that's going to be so much fun, so that we don't have to worry about a bunch of people and being overcrowded, and we can still be safe but have a blast. I'm really excited about that. She's got a lot of fun things in store. I can already see the wheels turning, so I'm very excited. More to come, and of course there will be a vlog when that time is here. It's staying true to me being low-key. Like, bar hopping is just not my thing and not my vibe, and we're just gonna follow suit with that. I mean, that's okay. It's okay to do things different. As I mentioned, our wedding is very non-traditional anyways, so might as well keep it that way for the bachelorette party as well. And my last update would be, if you have been along so far, I have been thrifting and secondhand purchasing wedding decor. So I just wanted to shout out to those of you that are new here. I had some lovely people we found through that video who are also 2024 brides doing the exact same thing, trying to secondhand purchase their decor. And if that's you, I just want to say hello. Thank you so much. It does not go unnoticed. And congratulations and best of luck. I'm right there with you, and I hope you'll come along for my journey as well. That is just a really cool full circle moment to be like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not alone in this. We're all in this together, trying to do this budget-friendly, most effective way, and I'm just here for it. It's just so much fun, good vibes, so I'm so happy and beyond grateful to have each and every one of you here. Let's get into the RSVP portion of this video. I have a Google Sheet with all of my, like, really essentially it's my planner for the wedding. I've got our guest who's coming to the ceremony and who's coming to the reception, because the ceremony we're doing more just intermediate family, and then the reception is where all the family and friends come into play. And then I've got just a kind of budget tracker of how much we've spent on the wedding so far, so such as videographer, photographer, my dress, any shoes, Dalton's wedding attire, stuff for the reception, tent, table, chairs, you name it, anything for the wedding, it is included in here, just so we can kind of see ballpark how much we have spent and how much we will probably be spending for the wedding. And I also have everybody's addresses in here, which is so nice to have all in one spot instead of having to dig through email chains and stuff, because let's be honest, quite frankly, a lot of us aren't going to have people's addresses, one, memorized, or two, into your phone. I just thought it'd be easy enough to keep it in here for not only save the dates, but invites and thank yous come the end of the wedding, and thanking everybody for their gifts to us. Again, we're not doing registry though, we're doing a honeymoon fund, but still want to thank them for their contributions, because that's just, anything is appreciated. This is just such an easy way to track it so that I have everything in just one place and don't have to go around trying to look for it and scrounge for it and waste more time, because as a bride, ain't nobody got time for that. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through my spreadsheet, one thing, or like down the list, one person, one family at a time, and add them in. With the knot, you can have different events set up. So like for instance, because we are doing a more private wedding ceremony and a more open reception, we've got two different events happening for that. So we have a wedding day event, which has the ceremony and reception tagged, like the information, and then just a reception tag tied, so that you can associate people to just the reception or to the wedding day, so that they can make sure they're getting the necessary information for where they need to be on the big day. I suppose let's get started and see how long this takes. So I just found out, just getting started, that you can add a, like, import a list, whether it be like an Excel file or a Google Sheet. So you can just use a spreadsheet nonetheless to import your guests, so you don't have to go through and do it one by one. This is going to be a major time saver, so I'm going to give this a go. I'm going to create different Google Sheets for the rehearsal dinner, wedding day, and reception, for my events, and see how this turns out. This seems very hopeful and very efficient, so stay tuned. Alrighty, so I have just gotten done with all of the RSVPs for each of the guests and the 3 events that we have going on for the wedding. It actually was a lot more smooth and simple, and took a lot less time than I thought it was going to. That spreadsheet, copy, upload, however you want to look at it, template, made the world of difference, because basically you just format your names. You can do phone number, email address, street address, like physical address where they live into it. It looks like you can print labels and stuff like that too, so that's something to keep in mind. But it was super efficient. I just did names for now, and yeah, that piece is done, and makes me feel a lot more comfortable knowing that invites are now on their way, so that we can get those out the door once they arrive, because I was like, oh, this is gonna be a big bite to chew, because when I first originally was doing some hardcore website setup stuff and did the save the dates, I had started doing the RSVP, and I was like, we're coming back to this later. So it ended up being one of those things that you put off for a while, and ends up being a lot easier and simpler than we made it out to be. But thanks to the knot and that template as a whole, because if I didn't have that and did do it one by one for the amount of guests, it would have been time consuming. And we're having a smaller wedding too, mind you, so for people who have like 200 plus, best of luck if you were gonna do that one by one. But this was a lifesaver.
What if I'm not good? What if I'm not good? If you never love me back. What if I'm not good? What if I'm not good? If you never love me back.
Alrighty guys, I just booked our Airbnb for our honeymoon. So we officially got everything that I had intended to complete today done. Check that off of the to-do list. I am so glad I got that done. These are some things we're putting off. I mean, of course, when it comes to like booking an Airbnb or some sort of like hotel reservation stay, usually there's an upfront cost. And the nice thing with Airbnb is you can pay half now and pay later. And since we're doing a registry for that, for like our honeymoon fund, we know that we'll be able to pay that later on, but we need the money now to pay it. So we were just wanting to pay some things down, have some extra cushion before we added that additional expense. But here we are, we officially have our cutie little stay, and I think it's gonna be perfect for us, and we're very, very excited to get to travel and see all the wonderful things. I don't know if I've mentioned yet where we're going, but we're going to Hawaii, the big island. And oh, my brother is calling me. 1 second. You want to say hi on my YouTube, because I was filming my outro?
Sure. Hi, YouTube.
So I'll leave that in. Alright, anyways, this will conclude our video. I hope you really enjoyed catching up with me, because I love filling you guys in, spilling the tea, letting you know what all things are happening, wedding related. But stay tuned, subscribe to come along for the journey, and I will see you guys next one. Bye!